Here we are again, 2020 Subaru Ascent. It now has 111,000 miles. It's developed a rattle in the front end every time you go over bumps in it. The rattle's been there the last two and a half weeks. Finally got around to doing it. Usually when I hear those rattles, I think the whole strut. And what I've done historically is I change out the whole strut, replace the whole McPherson strut assembly. However, this car, you can't buy a whole McPherson strut assembly, or at least I can't find one. I can find the left one on Rock Auto, but the right one is not there, and I want to do it all together. So with those, what I did was, I looked at the, looked at the shock. I make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. I pulled this up. If there's no dirt in there and it looks clean like that, the shock is still good. The spring is fine. So what's left was the cap, or the mount there. Now, every car I've ever worked on, the mount had come integrated with the bearing that's in there, because it's the bearing that goes bad, and that's what makes the noises when the car goes over bumps. I ordered these mounts straight from the dealer. What the dealer didn't tell me, was that the mount and the bearing for it, they're separated. So you can keep the same mounts that you had on your car, but you should change out the bearing. This is the part number for the bearing, and this is what it looks like. So this piece right here should be in between that mounting plate and the shock. I was rushing the other day putting this back together, so you know what they say, haste makes waste, and that was certainly the case with me. I had ripped this apart, thrown the old mounts out, slapped the new mounts on there, put it back on the car, drove around the block. It drove around just fine for the day. The next day we took it in to get aligned. We got it aligned, and then it started making noise soon after that. The noise that we were hearing was, if you look down here, this shock, or the spring, has come out of its place. It's come out of its place because there's nothing up here at the mount to keep it in, to keep it, in line, to keep it center up here. So it's just, the noises that we were hearing was just the spring wiggling around in there when it shouldn't be wiggling. This is my fault because I was going too quick, but gosh, man, I spent some time talking to the guy at the parts desk. I really wish somebody would have told me that, the strut mount and the bearing here are separate. Let me pull this apart here. So you can see how that'll fit in. And this bottom part here spins independently from the top. I can't get the spin with just one hand. Oh, maybe I can a little bit. Like that. Anyways, I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I made a mistake here. Don't be like me. I hope this video helps somebody out that's just trying to get their car back on the road. And I hope one day, we're able to buy a whole strut assembly, from the auto parts store, from a regular retailer. Hope this helps someone. Thanks.